My father had a donkey. His father, before him, he had a donkey too. Also, my father's father, he also had his own donkey. It was the same donkey. What a mighty donkey it was. I have no donkey. Where I come from, you cannot be a man without a donkey. My father once told me a story about a man who also had no donkey. He was a wastrel. He was laughed at by his people. He had no guns, no money, no sister to sell. He would live on the scraps that people would throw out of their bungalow. He had uh, no manliness about him at all. He would live in a dry riverbed. He would live on the rotten cactuses and the pieces of fruit that were thrown out from people's backyards. He would fight off the dogs so he could get some food. One day he decided he was going to kill himself. It was not easy. He took all the cactuses and he sliced them up thinly, and he put them in a bowl. And he was going to roll around in the prickles until he was prickled until the death, until the very death. But then he was arrested by a local sheriff who put him in jail for vagrancy. He was released about 2.5 years later. He went back to the site where he sliced up pieces of filthy cactus and fruit were. He noticed that the slush was so filthy and disgusting, it would surely be poisoned by now. He'd seen a dog drink from this filthy slush, and the dog himself was almost falling over with the pain. He said, I will drink this filth, and I will kill myself. And so he did. He drank, and he drank, and he drank, and he could feel the poison working. And he went to stand up. He could barely stand. He said, I'm going to go and I'm going to walk into the middle of the little village, and I'm going to die in front of everyone and show them what they have done to me. And he walked into the village, and he finds someone's gun outside the saloon. He starts shooting, and everybody say, hey, look out for Pedro, because Pedro is a dangerous vagrant with a gun. He starts shooting anyway, and then people notice, hey, Pedro is drunk. He's rolling drunk. Where does he get alcohol from? We have no alcohol here. We have no way of making it. We do not know what alcohol is, but we want what he has got. And so 2 or 3 of them sneak up behind Pedro and they pin his arms down. They say, Pedro, it is us, by fine gentlemen. Tell us, how have you achieved drunkenness? Pedro, he puts on the telephone call is very ill-timed. Pedro, where can we find this alcohol they're saying? So, Pedro says, no, I want to kill myself. Go away, leave me alone. I just want to kill myself and die in a filthy scum person like I am. And he said, no, Pedro, no, you are a great hero. You are a great hero to all of us. We have always loved you very deeply. Pedro, he did not know this. It was a surprise to him. So I say to Pedro, what can we do? What can we do that you will share this great secret with us? And Pedro say, you must each get me 1 donkey. And while the men left to get their donkey, Pedro returned to the site, and he poured all the filth from the bowl into a glass flagon he had stolen from the saloon, and he brings it back into town. The saloon, by the way, sells only cordial. There is no alcohol. And he brings the flagon back, and he tipped it into each of the thirsty mouths of each of the men, and they handed over their donkeys willingly. And Pedro realized that he had discovered something in his own filthy, slummy life that nobody else could actually contemplate. And this is how he became the greatest baron, the greatest alcohol baron. He was the man who invented the worm in the bottom of the tequila bottle. And he now has more donkeys than any man in the whole land. So always remember, if you have no donkey, this does not mean you are not a man. It simply means you are waiting to become one. But please always remember, every man has a prostate, and if you do not donate, then you are not helping a man become the man that he can be. Help men stay men and give your money over to prostate cancer research so that we can all one day have our own donkey. And that is my story.